went to Vietnam to help people. That's why I joined the Marine Corps, to fight an enemy that was slaughtering people. Then I come home to a new enemy. They've stolen from my parents, they've stolen from the rest of the town folk, they've enslaved them, and nobody will do a goddamn thing about it. You know, we had a higher purpose in Vietnam. We come home, and it's all gone to shit. They corrupted everything. And I think it's about goddamn time we done something about it. What gives you the right? What gives you the fucking right to punish us? You think you're God? You came after me and you killed my friend. I will rid you of this town. There's no place you can go, no place you can hide. I will find you. Before this is done, I will kill every single one of you. You better hold on tight. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little Vietnam War short, or even trailer I guess you could call it. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more context and background to this video, as it was actually mostly filmed over the course of about 10 years. So several years ago I actually wrote a 3-part or a trilogy story that subsequently a little later on I added a 4th installment to the series to basically tie everything up and end it. This is actually a big passion project for me because at the time we were setting up to produce and make some self-funded, lower budget independent Vietnam War films, and this was going to be the first entry into that series of movies. So we actually started production and filming on this first off, but we quickly found out that we didn't have all the equipment as far as camera and crew and just everything we really needed to make it happen. But we also quickly found out that a lot of the people we got for actors and whatnot weren't really what we needed or reliable. Unfortunately, one of those specific individuals actually wound up stealing a set of jungle fatigues and a pair of sandals from the We Were Soldiers collection that I have, and a few other items. So with those issues kind of right there in front of us, we ultimately decided to stop production and not go any further with that film, and essentially wound up regrouping a little later and starting on a completely different film that we'll wind up talking about later on down the road. But with all of that, and the story essentially being so close to my heart, and like I said, a passion project, I wanted to kind of keep it alive and find a way to continue to keep myself motivated over the years. So every time I had an idea, instead of just writing it down, if I had the time or the ability to go out, I would actually record those ideas. And over the years, that's essentially how this little short film came to be. I wanted to edit it all together and just keep that story and that idea alive. And anytime I think about it or watch it, it just helps motivate me further to continue to want to try and finally make or finish the actual story or films. The original plan with the story and the series of films is I really wanted to film them in kind of a gritty 70s type feel, or kind of more grindhouse style, especially with the anti-hero portion of it, and then also highlighting some of the cars like the 69 Judge you see in this short. That was something I really wanted to make kind of like the co-star of the second or third parts of the film. So now I've finally got the property and a hell of a lot more resources and potentially the ability to go ahead and make this series kind of come to light. Now, of course, it'll still be self-funded, low-budget kind of indie, but I don't know if I want to go through and actually make like a trilogy or 4-part film, or if I want to sit down and try to do something like a mini-series, maybe through or for YouTube, or a different way. I haven't really figured that one out yet. But that being said, guys, if you would like to see more on this story or this series and see it kind of come to light, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts and just some of your ideas. But until next time, guys, remember, stay frosty, and I'll see you on your next tour.